And any championship club taking in £1 million that they've not budgeted for is an absolute huge bonus, and credit to them for getting as far as they did. Yes, there'll be disappointment from the result of the weekend, but also it gives them another break to then refocus into the end of the season, where we find them again at mid-table as they've done so many times over the last few years. And Paul Heckingbottom will have the opportunity to...
Well, the break was a chance for Derby to rest some players. They make one change from their last game. Ryan Nyambe comes in at right wing back in place of Kane Wilson. Marcus Harness has found form, 3 goals in 2 before the break. The bench is interesting. Ryan Porteous, who was cup-tied, and Liam Lindsay and Militin Osmaic. It's a proper barroom brawl between now and May the 3rd, the end of the season. Can Derby County pick up from where they were before the break and escape the drop zone tonight? A 3rd bottom, and facing a side that is a classic championship side. Hard to play against, hard to beat. The break, and they are on the attack, and Jerry Yates turned. I thought for a second that he might try to fling that one in towards the goal. It's deflected, and it will go behind. Early corner for the Rams.
Perfect start for Derby, playing it down the side. Jerry Yates threatening behind, always keeps the ball alive. Fantastic opportunity in the first minute for him.
Well, with a big crowd behind them and some big men coming up into the penalty area. Matt Clark attacking from the edge of the box. Matt Phillips closer to the goalkeeper. It's in at the near post. It was Will Keane who got it away. And then the back pass is mishit, and Osmaic, his touch wasn't perfect, but it's still an opportunity. He's been forced wide, and can he get his shot away? He can. Zetterstrom, though, makes the save.
Nyambe's poor ball back. He just tries to execute it back to the goalkeeper and throws it up, and he almost injures himself as well at the same time. But Nat Phillips does well to keep him wide, and thankfully it falls into the clutches.
Perhaps gets Derby on the front foot. He sweeps it wide where Liam Thompson is waiting. Went for the left foot cross. I mean, there weren't many there to aim for. Not that anyone would have got on the end of that. It was won by Lindsay, but the Derby wing back can have another go, and the big guys are still in there, and it's Harness who gets to it. Could only really help it on across the face of the goal.
Deliver it at the near post, but as Marcus Harness just goes into that unmarked, he finds himself in that 6-yard position. Just the time in there. He's probably
3rd of January from Plymouth. Had been a kid at Newcastle United. Now here's Osmaic edge of the penalty area, and he just swings a boot at it. Kesler Hayden takes it on, and he's being harassed by Thompson. Comes back to Porteous, who gets good shape on his cross, and it was another very difficult opportunity that Osmaic tried to take on. And Torasen floats it towards the back post. Clark got to it. It was Kesler Hayden who got there, but there's somebody offside in there. The referee has just pointed to the corner. Thought he was indicating offside. Insight into the patching together of footballers' physicality to get back out onto the pitch.
It's literally do not take your socks off or your boot, otherwise that swelling will immediately rush to that area.
Yeah, match referee is Stephen Martin. We're ready to go. We need goals in the second half. Derby County need a win if they are to escape. Nat Phillips, who scored a really ugly-looking own goal against Plymouth that proved ultimately to not matter just before the international break. Here's Adams in his advanced position, tries to find Wilson, and Wilson manages to turn that into a corner.
Real positive. Adams again running forward into the channel, easy ball down the line, creating it, keeping it alive. Great opportunity in the first 2 minutes of the second half for Derby to keep that momentum building. Again, you notice as they're setting up their set pieces, every single player is out that back post, and that's all 3 corners they've had so far. There's something they're certainly looking to isolate, maybe that front post space to someone to attack.
And it's Elder, the left footer, and he just goes high towards that back post, and he nods it down, and Forsyth tries to get it and turn and shoot. What a goal! What a start to the second half. Well, the central defender, with a calm head, took his time and found the corner of the net.
Corner. As you see, Nat Phillips, a double spin round the post, round the back post, keeps it alive. Just here, Forsyth wants to hit it first time, keeps it alive and is able to swivel and finds the perfect finish across Di Cornell. Just here, as it drops down, he wants to unleash it just there. Adams gets in the way, and as he just whips it into the far corner, it's unstoppable for Di Cornell. He's blindsided by his centre-backs. They can't get out to stop it, and it's a fantastic change from their performance in the first half. Just here, he wants to hit it, but the touch, he keeps it alive and is able to direct it across, and it is a fantastic start from him inside 2 minutes.
Away. And it's on to Clark. He recycles it, goes back out to Elder, who delivers towards Harness. He was beaten to it though by Lindsay. Terrific start to the second half here for Derby County, seeking a fourth consecutive win.
Huge start for him, and it'll be interesting to see what John Eustace said to them at half-time, because yes, they didn't mind not having possession, but their performance was lacking energy, real drive, and they've come out on the front foot in the second half.
Elder again can throw this long, and again it's Lindsay who gets to it. Important work there from the Preston central defender, but Lindsay can go again. Kesler Hayden the defender, it goes in low. Tordarson away.
Preston holding firm, but again keeping it on top of them, making the defend, keep throwing it in the box, waiting for that second phase to develop.
Derby County dominance at the start of the second half, and it's flicked on. Tordarson this time gets to it. They can't get hold of it, Preston. Armstrong wanted an option, but he retains possession. Elder's onside, and he gets his cross in, and it's headed down, and Yates gets to it, and it's in. They have two. What a start to the second half. Bundled into the back of the net. Jerry Yates is back in the goals, and Derby County are looking at a fourth straight victory in the championship.
You see it here, Armstrong, great turn, feeds Callum Elder. Shout of potential offside, but he just has enough gap to deliver across, and someone like Nat Phillips getting after that. Jerry Yates doing what he does best, alive in the box, but the delivery from Callum Elder from a stop-start is fantastic. A great header down, and Jerry Yates on the front foot, which he's done so many times for this team and other teams that he's played for. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time. Keep it alive with numbers. 2-0. I can't believe the transformation I've seen inside 7 minutes in this second half.
Getting forward, he does have 3-4 blue shirts. It's Ledson there. Oh, it's not far wide. It was worth a try, and the goalkeeper was worried.
Really, really well. Here, plays out, it's almost waits for it to develop. Kesler Hayden settles it down for his team. I think it's just a little bit too bobbly, but Ledson's execution's fantastic. Just can't keep it inside that far post. But really encouraging signs for Preston, having made those two substitutions. Just here, as he just passes it back, it kicks up a little bit. But it's a real good chance.
Yeah. This time they didn't get anyone on the end of it, but credit to Phillips for reading that, keeping the pressure on, and then Brady didn't know that Adams was coming. He's given a free kick away, and he's going to get a yellow card.
It's an interesting one. Maurice keeps it alive, and Adams just gets in. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, Brady there.
Obviously back since Woodman's injury. It's a good position here for Harness to go for goal and clear the crossbar.
Not the one he would have wanted.
Derby take the opportunity to get a step or two forward, but no more. Zetterstrom comes, and the big Swede is decisive. Sliced finish from close range. Edward Adams is in the crowd, but the game has done its job. The game will go on. And it is all over. What a run. Derby County are on. There was no loss of momentum.